You ever looked up into the night sky and thought to yourself, I want that on my gun? Well, if not, then welcome to this video, but if you have, welcome to the Overwatch 2 Galaxy Weapons Reviewed, where I, the Kid Snake, but if your name is Robert, you can call me Freddy Fazbear, will go over every single Overwatch Heroes Galaxy Weapons, which are the new competitive weapons for 2025, starting in Season 15 of Overwatch 2, which is this current season. And yeah, let's go straight for it and have a good look at every single weapon and hero that has them, because everyone does, everyone has a weapon. And yeah, this is going to be a long video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Starting us off, we have D.Va and Toki with the Toki's fusion cannons, which are just the fusion cannons, but they are part of Toki, which is the mech. This is a beautiful Galaxy, in my opinion. I really like it, and it definitely works well with a lot of skins, especially the newish Cosmic Overwatch League Recolor skin that was released last season. But this is a really nice skin, and I would consider getting it, and I probably will eventually, because I am kind of like a bipolar D.Va main, if that makes any sense. I play her. I used to play her a lot in Overwatch 1, she was my main in Overwatch 1. Then I stopped playing her because I stopped playing tank really, because I don't personally enjoy tank that much, but even then it's still a fun role. D.Va's still my favorite tank to play, and this is a beautiful Galaxy weapon and gets a S tier. Light gun. This is Baby D.Va, her ultimate light gun. This is beautiful. I love the light gun. The Overwatch 1 one also really nice if you use that, because of the keychain that D.Va has on the Overwatch 1 one, which is like the flying on the bunny, which I now think about it, I do prefer that over this one, but even then, D.Va is a perfect Galaxy. I know for a fact that a lot of her skins are going to look good. I know for a fact that the light gun is a very nice gun, and why it was turned into a Nerf gun, also because D.Va's voice line of this, but also this is just perfect, and this is also a S tier. Fist. Technically both of them, the Doomfist and the hand cannon that he has in his other hand. This is a very nice Galaxy. One thing that I found out recently-ish, I'll put it on screen, it's from, I can't remember their name, I found this out, I actually found out this in, just in quick play as well. I saw Doomfist with the Saitama skin, but basically, if you have any of the Jail Gold for Galaxy now, you see them on screen with the Saitama skin, with the Saitama One Punch Man skin from very early on, the first proper Overwatch anime collab. This is a new feature now, but Saitama's cape also changes to match the gold gun, which I think is a really nice touch, and I wish other stuff did that. Like, we need more skins which don't just change the weapon, but change up a different aspect. For example, Saitama's cape. But this is not the Saitama. This is just regular Doomfist, but it still looks really nice. Personally, in my opinion, I think a massive Galactic Fist is a really stupidly cool idea, and I love that, and I love it. This is a very nice Galaxy, and you know for a fact that the Doomfist players which will get this are going to be good at the character, and god, that is a bit scary to say, but a good Doomfist, especially now with the perks, will be devastating when it comes to that aspect. Anyway, this is a A tier. Now, our first new release from 2024, Hazard. Hazard is a nice gun. It's already purple, so it already worked quite well, but I know for a fact that when Hazard gets some more legendary skins, some more epic skins, just some more skins in general, the Galaxy weapons are going to look very nice with it. For example, his mob boss or mobster skin from last season looks quite good with it. I really like the Galaxy Bulldogs, but again, I'm not showing those, I'm just showing the base Galaxy weapons, because here they are, and I might as well. And this is kind of an annual thing that I do now every year. I did it with the Jades, I'm doing it with the Golds, and I'm going to do it with the next year's Reds. That is like if it is red, then quote me on that, but if it's not, then obviously don't. But obviously, this is a nice gun. I really like it. I do kind of wish it changed up some other things about Hazard, but that probably wouldn't happen because the other things that I'm mentioning are just made out of the amethyst rock material. that Hazard has. Anyway, this is a tier. The Queen's Scatter Gun is up next and looks quite nice. It's definitely not my favorite, but it isn't the worst thing in the world. This is not the best, like I had just said. I do personally prefer the knife, Gracie, or Jagged Blade, that's technically what it's called, over it, but I do like this quite a bit. This, personally, in my opinion, is a B tier. Next up, we have Jagged Blade, or Gracie, or Queen's Knife, which looks amazing. With the other skins as well, it is a beautiful, beautiful knife. Like, some of Queen's other skins just make this look so much cooler than it already is. A Galaxy Knife, in my opinion, yes, this is very CSGO, this is very like those old whatever those like videos were called, like that people would always use in commentary videos, like old Pyro Syndicate and stuff like that, and like Leafy, but we don't talk about that one. But like, it looks cool, it's really nice. It is like obviously stupid because it's like that, like the appeal factor of the Galactic Knife, if that makes any sense in my opinion. I really like this. This is a S tier. Carnage is not the worst. It, in my opinion, is better than Scattergun, but I do prefer Knife over it. It's like just above Scattergun basically. This is beautiful. I really like it. I know for a fact some of the other Queen skins have a better one. I'm a really big fan of the axe in general, and this is a tier. Mauga is this, I always forget, I think this is the Incendiary cannon, chain gun even. This is Mauga's first gun. It looks really, really appealing because it is just a massive galactic chain gun. Yes, that is a very wild sentence to say, but yes, it is very appealing in my opinion. This is a A tier. We have the other one, which is either the volatile or this one is the Incendiary chain gun. I'm not sure because I cannot remember off the top of my head which one's which, but it will say on screen for all of you. This is a, like I just said with the other one, this is nice, a big giant galactic gun. Sounds stupid, but is appealing to me because I don't know. I don't actually know. Saying that, I'm not actually a big fan of either Gold or Jade. Like, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of them. But this, I like it a lot. Yeah, this is like the other one, A tier, because it's basically the same. Star Fusion Driver. This is not the best in my opinion. It is not the worst as well. I do not like the fact that the random green and the random like other like beige part of Orisa is still there, but I understand it because that's just how it is. This would look really nice in my opinion if it was completely galactic like the Mauga gun, but it's not bad. It's not my favorite. It's not the worst. It's not bad. This goes in the B tier. We have Orisa's Javelin Spear, and if you'd like to see a video, which to be honest I'm going to do it anyway, of every single every single Orisa Spear, then that will probably be in the near future. It's not going to be just the Spears, it's going to be Snowball as well, because now you can do Snowball. And yeah, overall, this is nice. I really like it. I really like the Jade Spear. It looks cool. This is a S tier. Ramatra Void Accelerator. What a beautiful galactic. Personally, my favorite out of all of them so far. This is a wonderful galactic, like I just said, and it makes so much sense. It just looks amazing. Yes, Ramatra already has Purpose, which you can still see, but this just adds so much to it. Sadly, I'm unable to view the fists of Nemesis Swarm, which I really wish you could view inside the hero gallery, but it took them God knows how long to make it so you can view Snowball, so it's going to probably take them God knows how long to make it so you can view Ramatra's fists in Nemesis Swarm. But this is a very, very nice galactic, and this is a S tier. Heart Rocket Hammer is a beautiful, like all the others, it looks great. A giant galactic hammer is so dumb, but so nice. I think that the Lich King and his newest skin, which is currently in the shop, would look quite nice with the big sword. Actually, any of them that make it a big sword, I think would look cool. And overall, I think that this is a very nice one. I've seen a few skins that I like, and with this, like the All Might one, it doesn't look the best, but it is quite nice still. But I have a feeling that some of the other skins are going to look great as well. This is a B tier. Roadhog Scrap Gun is another personal favorite of mine because I think Roadhog's gun just looks cool, and I really like the little bit of red that is still kept in it. This is a wonderful skin, and this is definitely, if I was a Roadhog player, going to be my first pick if I played Roadhog. But I don't. However, I do like his perks that he has, either Speedy Hog or Healing Hog. I do like those. Also, Hook Reload is also very nice. I can't remember what the other one is. But, oh yeah, Pigpen is you control first. But please don't speak about the perks here. We are just simply talking about the Galactic weapons. And this is another S tier. Speaking of Chain Hook, which I just did with the perks there, this is his Chain Hook, and yes, it is not the best, but yes, it is still nice. I know for a fact that some of the other skins will definitely change it up and make it look a lot better. However, this is just it for his base skin. I don't know if this would work with my Roadhog skin, which I always run, which is kind of a rare one, which I'm probably getting loot boxes now, so it's not going to be that rare anymore. But it is still quite nice. This is a B tier. Sigma's Hyper Spears look amazing. And I know for a fact his Mythic will also look quite nice with this because it does change it out quite nicely. And yes, it just makes sense. A galaxy around a black hole. Yes, it's cool. Yes, it's Sigma. And yes, it makes a lot of sense. We are a big fan of Sigma. We are a big fan of his Galactic. We being me. But yeah, this is another S tier. We're coming up to the end of the tanks. We have Winton. And Winton looks great. Yes, the Space Monkey makes sense on having a Galactic gun, because why would he not? This is very nice. I do really like his gold, I do somewhat like his jade, but his Galactic is definitely my favorite out of the three so far. We're going to see how that is going to be next year with whatever the next color is. I'm predicting red, like I just said earlier in the video, but this is still a nice Galactic weapon, and I am a big fan of it. I play Winston a lot. I really like playing Winston. Winston is a great guy. Here's the Winston plushie, which is obviously a national treasure of the Overwatch community. Winston's gun gets a S tier. Now we have Wrecking Ball, which I do wish looked better. I don't really like how it is. It's because it is just so little. There isn't much of it, in all honesty. It doesn't look the greatest in my opinion, which is going to make it Wrecking Ball, poor little hamster, our first C tier. Again, another gun which just makes sense is Zarya's Particle Cannon. It looks dope, it looks amazing, and I will just say that there are other skins which will definitely enhance this gun. Like her newest skin, her Cyber Enforcer, which probably, I haven't actually seen it with this, but will make this weapon look really, really nice. I am a big fan of the Galaxy, Galactic even, and this is another S tier. Ash's the Viper is up next, and it looks really nice, but also kind of off to me in my opinion. I do like it quite a lot, don't get me wrong. However, the Galactic logo of the Deadlock gang does look a bit off to me and kind of throws it a bit off. But I know that some of the other Ash skins are definitely going to look better with this. I know that the Mythic looks quite nice, I've seen it. And yeah, Ash is a Viper gets a A tier. Next up we have Ash's Coach Gun, which again is quite nice. It is more appealing to me than her Viper, but the Coach Gun is very nice to look at. I am a big fan of the red LEDs that are showing in it, as well as just of how it looks and how much of it actually changes. And I forget that Coach Gun does have quite a lot of changes when it comes to the weapon variant that it has. Coach Gun is another S tier. And lastly we have Bob, which looks wonderful. He is one beautiful little guy, even though he's not that little, but he is definitely a guy. Bob looks great, and I am a big fan of Galactic Bob. Bob is always a highlight when it comes to a new Ash skin or a new weapon variant, because I really want to see what Bob looks like, and Galactic Bob did not disappoint and is a S tier. Next up we have Bastion. Both of Bastion's guns technically. We got Recon and what's it called? Recon configuration and Scout? No? I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but it will be on screen. But they look quite nice. Yes, I still think Bastion's ult should change to being in the actual, like, the gold, the jade, and the galactic. However, it doesn't, but it looks quite nice overall. Bastions with this are definitely going to be pretty good at the character, as I have stated before, and especially if this is Overwatch 1, the Galactic Bastion users would be devastating. But Galactic Bastion is definitely going to be very nice, especially with some of the other skins. I think as a lot of the other Bastion skins are going to really make the skin look good. But yeah, Bastion gets a A tier. Cassidy's Peacemaker is up next, and it looks brilliant. I am a big fan of Cass's revolver, as well as the other competitive variants that it has, but this looks really nice in my opinion and is a S tier. Echo's Choice Shot is up next, and it looks really nice. I know for a fact that some of the other skins are going to make this look a lot better, especially the Cosmic one that released last season, which is the recolor of the Overwatch League Good and Evil skin, but this is going to look really good with some other skins and is going to be a lot more compatible than the Jade that we got last year, which is very good in my opinion. Echo has a lot of really nice skins which work with her gold, not so much her jade, and I know for a fact that Cosmic is going to work with a lot of them as well. This is a A tier. Genji Shurikens are here and they look brilliant. They look like a Cosmic fidget spinner to me at least, and I know that sounds stupid to say, however it is very true. This is a wonderful competitive weapon variant, and it is going to be very nice. I know for a fact that some of the other Genji skins make it look really good, like the Oni and Demi one, and I'm pretty sure the Ultrawatch one doesn't look bad as well, considering the fact that skin is quite mediocre. This is a S tier. And next up we have Genji's Dragon Blade, which looks very nice, once again making it look very cool, just like the gold, and honestly just like the jade. I know for a fact, like I say a lot, other skins are going to make this look really nice as well. I've seen a few of them with it and they do look nice. This is another S tier. Hanzo's Stormbolt is up next, and it actually has a new model in the hero gallery. As you can see right there, you can now see the arrows as well as the bow itself, which is a very nice touch. I am a big fan of how they implemented that, and I think it should have been implemented a long time ago, honestly. But it's a small tweak that I really appreciate, and yeah, it looks great. I love how the arrows themselves are also the Galactic, they also get affected by it, as well as the Stormbolt looking really nice, a lot better than Jade does. This is another S tier. Junkrat's Frag Launcher is another one which is surprisingly very nice. I honestly like it quite a lot, and like the rest of the Junkers, I am a big fan of how it keeps some of the original aspects, like the bright reds and the more sandy beiges that are used for wrapping other parts of the gun. This is very nice and honestly surprised me on how good it looks. This is a tier. Now we technically have to talk about Junkrat's Detonator, which also has a Galactic variant, which I honestly forgot about. You know what one thing is that always surprises me, which honestly is a bit like how I'm going to be mentioning literally the next one, but Junkrat's Tire doesn't have any competitive variants. It doesn't get a Jade, doesn't get a Gold, doesn't get a Galactic, which honestly surprises me. I'm surprised that they did not implement that feature. But yeah, anyway, the Detonator really isn't much. It doesn't look bad, I will say that, but it really isn't much. It is a B tier. And now we have Mei. Mei looks very nice. Mei's Endothermic Blaster looks very cool, and I am a big fan of it. No pun intended with the cool there. But also a very nice feature that they have implemented is if you use any of the competitive variants with the Rainy Days Mei skin, which sadly you can no longer get because that the Twitch drops only as of the time of recording this. you get a brilliant cosmic gold or jade frog on the top of your gun, and it is wonderful. This is a S tier. Pharah's rocket launcher is another one which I did not like the jade of, but I do like the gold. This is a very nice one in my opinion. It looks a lot better than the jade and the gold, I would say, but I know for a fact Pharah doesn't have much skins which are very galactic-y, very cosmic-y, so I don't know how much this will work on other skins, sadly, because it does look very nice. Pharah is a character which I kind of definitely have grown on me a lot. I really enjoy playing Pharah. The new perks that Pharah has as well are very nice. They're very, very fun. Basically being able to move while barraging is just a good feature, and they're very strong. It is a bit slow, yes, but it should be slow. Combining that with Kitsune Rush is definitely be a lot faster, but it is very nice. And I am a big fan of this rocket launcher right here, which is another S tier. Next up we have Reaper's Hellfire shotguns, which look wonderful. I love these so much. This is my favorite so far. I am a big Reaper player. I love playing Reaper. I've always loved Reaper. Reaper has definitely been my favorite character since the launch of Overwatch, as well as D.Va. But this is a brilliant competitive weapon. I am definitely getting this, as I really actually can't see, but I have the gold, I have the jade, and I'm definitely going to be getting the galactic. This is a wonderful weapon, and I know for a fact it's going to look really, really nice on some of the other skins. Yeah, Reaper gets a massive S tier. Sojourn is up next and looks quite dandy with her galactic weapon. This honestly is a really nice. I have always liked Sojourn's weapon. I like how the gold changes it, and I like what the jade does. But I know for a fact that her vigilante skin will look very, very nice with this. Sojourn gets a tier. Soldier's Galactic is up next. His heavy pulse rifle looks great in this color variant, and it is very, very nice. The Soldier's gun has already got a good gold and a good jade, so it's no different with the Galactic already making it look very nice, because Soldier's gun is just a very nice to look at anyway. I know for a fact some of the other skins are going to look very nice, like I have said a lot with this video and with like majority of stuff, but I am not wrong here, and this is very nice. This is an S tier. Sombra's Galactic is another personal favorite of mine and really makes me want to get good with Sombra just so I have an excuse to buy this very nice weapon. I know for a fact that Sombra's machine pistol, with it already having purple, really adds to it, like the Remaster's weapon does, like his staff, how it just adds a lot and makes it look even better than it already does. This is a S tier. Symmetra's photon projector looks surprisingly nice. I am surprised on how well it looks, and I'm surprised that it looks as good as it does. Personally, I wouldn't go for this. However, they make it look really, really good, and sadly, I don't think the turrets will change, or if they do, they're not visible in the hero gallery, which is a big bummer. But I do imagine the Galactic turrets to be quite nice if they do change, but I don't know if they do. But Symmetra gets a tier. Torbjorn's Rivet Gun is another nice one, and I think it looks quite good. It's definitely up there with the gold compared to the jade, where I'd say the jade is pretty mediocre with the other two. But this is another good one, and will probably make some of the other skins that Torb has a little bit better. But I'm not 100% sure on this one. This is a B tier. Torbjorn's Forge Hammer is up next, and it is another surprisingly good one. I would say that the gold personally is better, but I do really like the Galactic. And yeah, it's a tiny funny hammer. Definitely an excuse to just go hammer people because of the fact that you have a Galactic Torb. Anyway, this is another A tier. Bracer's pulse pistols are here, and they are very nice in all honesty. I know this for a fact because I've seen it. Some of the other Tracer skins are going to make this gun look stellar. This is a very nice gun. Tracer's gun model is very, very nice. Another reason why it was turned to a Nerf gun, but it deserves some more appreciation, I will say. and for a fact that it will with some of the other skins. Base Tracer does look nice, but I know a lot of the other skins that she has are definitely going to make this Galactic shine. This is another A tier. Venture's Smart Excavator is up next, and sadly got a massive nerf compared to when Venture launched, when the whole thing was gold and jade. Sadly, they now made it look like this. I think I might have already mentioned this in the past, but that is a big bummer when it comes to Venture. However, this is still nice. I'm still a fan of it, and I do wish it was like the original Venture, which I will put on screen from a very old video when Venture launched season 10. I'll put it on screen right there, just so you can have a look at what it used to be like. But yeah, this is very nice and still deserves an S tier. And lastly, the last DPS of the video, Widowmaker's Widow Kiss looks bloody amazing. This is another one which just looks good because of the fact that it is already purple, and as I am recording this, and probably just by the time this video goes out, because it is now the mid-season and Widow's Mythic is out, and it is also very nice. I wish I knew what the Mythic looked like with the Galactic, but sadly I don't, but one day I will. This is a wonderful skin, and I love this Widow Galactic. It is very nice. It is definitely my favorite over the gold and the jade, but it's so nice as well. This is another S tier. And now we are moving on to our support, where we have Ana's Biotic Rifle, which again is quite nice. I will say, I know I say this a lot, other skins are going to make this look good, and that is definitely true in Ana's case. Ana's gun is nice. I do like the keeping of the brown element, I do like the blue, but it kind of makes the Galactic itself really stand out. Not as much as the bright green from the jade, but still stands out quite a lot. This is a B tier. On the other hand though, Ana's Sleep Dart is a very nice looking weapon and is an S tier. Baptiste's gun, which will be on screen because I do not remember the name of it, is another very nice one. I am surprised on how well it works with the little bit of cyan that the Baptiste gun still has. This is very nice and deserves an A tier. Brigitta's Rocket Flail is up next and is wonderful to look at. I really like this one compared to a lot of the other ones. A lot of the other melee weapons don't look as good as this, and I think it does look so good because it is just one color basically. It all changes to Galactic while having a little bit of that dark grey, steel grey in it, which still adds a lot and looks very nice. This is another S tier. On the other hand though, Brigitta's shield doesn't look as nice as I wish it did personally. To me at least, I don't think it is as good, but it is still nice, I will just say that. This is a B tier. Iani's Solar Rifle just makes sense. A sun with a Galactic gun makes perfect sense, and it just looks really nice. It really does give off this sun in space type of vibe, which I assume was the reasoning why they went this hard basically. Whoever designed this gun definitely cooked, and I don't think they even knew that the Galactic would even be coming. However, it looks very nice, and this is another solid S tier. Juno's Mediblaster is another one which just makes sense because she is from space. So having a Galactic works so well for her. This is a very nice gun, and I have seen other guns, and now that the new Seraphim skins are out, I can definitely mention that those look very nice with their Galactics, especially Juno's. This is another S tier. Juno's Fish are back. Her torpedoes are another very nice one and are quite appealing. However, I don't like the orange that stands out with them. I know for a fact, because I've seen it, that the Shadow the Hedgehog Juno skin looks a lot better with the Galactic, but yeah, that is just my opinion there. With Juno's, Fish get a A tier. My main Kiriko is up next, and I obviously am going to be getting this because I am a Kiriko main, and I will just say, having a majority, if not all, I'm missing like 4 free skins from Kiriko, which I'm going to end up getting in loot boxes anyway. This is definitely looking good with every single skin that she has. Kiriko's skins just work so well with the Galactic because of the little changes that they make to her kunai and stuff. this is a S tier. Healing of Fuda looks very nice, and personally I really like it just because it changes the text to purple, which is, if not obvious by my account, my favorite color. This is another nice one. I wouldn't say it's as good. I do like the other side, which I don't have visually showing for you, but the other side of it looks quite nice as well. This is a tier. And lastly, when it comes to Kiriko, her Suzu is another nice one. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. This is a tier as well. Niran's Thor Volley looks brilliant and is another personal favorite of mine, and I will probably end up getting eventually down the line because I love playing Niran and I am a big Life Weaver fan. This is a brilliant weapon and I love what it does. This is beautiful to look at and even adds more Halo vibes than it already did with the new perk system and the Super Bloom one basically being Needler from Halo. This is a brilliant and I really like it. S tier. Now the little actual healing part, I always forget what it's called, is another nice one. I wouldn't say it's as good as Jade because Jade actually made it look more like a flower with the green leaves, but this is still quite nice. Other skins do change it up actually quite differently. Other skins change up the Galactic, actually just the format and how they look. Like some of the other ones make it more gold or more galactic or more jade depending on the skin, but it is another nice one. This is a tier. And the Tree of Life Seed is another nice one, which is a B tier. Lucio's Sonic Amplifier is up next and is another very nice one to look at. It isn't as good as the Jade, but that only looks so good because Lucio already has green. This is a tier. Mercy's That Word Staff is a brilliant weapon and looks so good with some of the other skins, I will just say that. Her base is nice, it's not bad. However, I think for Mercy's base, the gold is the best out of all the competitive weapons. However, this is another good one and definitely a lot better than Jade. This is a tier. Mercy's This Word Gun still is a very nice weapon and I am a big fan of it. I do prefer this over the staff for her base, but then like I just mentioned, other skins are going to make it look a lot better and the gold does look pretty nice, actually a lot better than the Galactic does for Mercy's base skin. However, this is still a nice skin and I would still recommend it if you are a Mercy player. This is a S tier. And our second to last character, Moira, always looks quite nice because of what they do with Moira. Always making her nails and the little bit on her wrist into the actual weapon variant is very nice. I am a big fan of the fact that they always change her nails to match the weapon. If it's gold, gold nails. If it's jade, green nails. If it's galactic, galactic nails, which look really nice. I will zoom in so just so you can view it properly, but these are very nice and is a S tier. And our last support of the video and our last character of the video, Zenyatta with the Galactic Orb of Discords. These are very nice. They're not called the Orb of Discord, they're called the Orb of Destruction. However, these are very nice and I am a big fan of them. I wouldn't say they're as good as any of the other ones, however, I do like this and this is a tier.
Warren, rate the Mythic 1 to 10, 10. 10 on 10. I'm not even trolling. I love everything about it. Thank you, Daddy. It's my new favorite Mythic weapon in the game. Not even trolling.